Did he just break the internet? I wonder if other platforms are going to follow after this as well. Boy, this is going to be interesting. Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, in which I appreciate you guys doing so. Make sure that you're following me on all the platforms you see above and below, especially the Facebook one now, I guess. And also, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. That way my content can consistently be recommended to you. When you do subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit the bell notification in the process, and then it will bring up another little tab there where you can select all notifications. Do that. It will greatly help you get notified whenever I do post a video. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've just been getting flooded with all kinds of stuff that's been coming in about Mark Zuckerberg breaks the internet. He breaks the internet. Mark Zuckerberg, free speech. Mark Zuckerberg, Dana White. Mark Zuckerberg, Trump, this, that. I was just like, wait, what the heck is going on? Well, apparently Mark Zuckerberg has been red-pilled. I'm just throwing it out there just for entertainment purposes. I don't know if he really is red-pilled or not, but I do know that he appointed one of the most huge advocates of freedom of speech, Dana White, to his board of directors, is what they're saying. And Mark Zuckerberg makes a huge announcement about freedom of speech. And ladies and gentlemen, that means Facebook is going to be a freedom of speech platform all over the globe. But there is some concerns when it comes to this, though. But first, hear it from the meta god himself.
Hey everyone. I want to talk about something important today, because it's time to get back to our roots around free expression on Facebook and Instagram. I started building social media to give people a voice. I gave a speech at Georgetown 5 years ago about the importance of protecting free expression, and I still believe this today. But a lot has happened over the last several years. There's been widespread debate about potential harms from online content. Governments and legacy media have pushed to censor more and more. A lot of this is clearly political, but there's also a lot of legitimately bad stuff out there. Drugs, terrorism, child exploitation. These are things that we take very seriously, and I want to make sure that we handle responsibly. So we built a lot of complex systems to moderate content. But the problem with complex systems is they make mistakes. Even if they accidentally censor just 1% of posts, that's millions of people. And we've reached a point where it's just too many mistakes and too much censorship. The recent elections also feel like a cultural tipping point towards once again prioritizing speech. So we're going to get back to our roots and focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our policies, and restoring free expression on our platforms. More specifically, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to get rid of fact checkers and replace them with community notes similar to X, starting in the US. After Trump first got elected in 2016, the legacy media wrote nonstop about how misinformation was a threat to democracy. We tried in good faith to address those concerns without becoming the arbiters of truth. But the fact checkers have just been too politically biased and have destroyed more trust than they've created, especially in the US. So over the next couple of months, we're going to phase in a more comprehensive community notes system. Second, we're going to simplify our content policies and get rid of a bunch of restrictions on topics like immigration and gender that are just out of touch with mainstream discourse. What started as a movement to be more inclusive has increasingly been used to shut down opinions and shut out people with different ideas, and it's gone too far. So I want to make sure that people can share their beliefs and experiences on our platforms. Third, we're changing how we enforce our policies to reduce the mistakes that account for the vast majority of censorship on our platforms. We used to have filters that scanned for any policy violation. Now, we're going to focus those filters on tackling illegal and high-severity violations. And for lower severity violations, we're going to rely on someone reporting an issue before we take action. The problem is that the filters make mistakes, and they take down a lot of content that they shouldn't. So by dialing them back, we're going to dramatically reduce the amount of censorship on our platforms. We're also going to tune our content filters to require much higher confidence before taking down content. The reality is that this is a trade-off. It means we're going to catch less bad stuff, but we'll also reduce the number of innocent people's posts and accounts that we accidentally take down. Fourth, we're bringing back civic content. For a while, the community asked to see less politics because it was making people stressed, so we stopped recommending these posts. But it feels like we're in a new era now, and we're starting to get feedback that people want to see this content again. So we're going to start phasing this back into Facebook, Instagram, and Threads while working to keep the communities friendly and positive. Fifth, we're going to move our trust and safety and content moderation teams out of California, and our US-based content review is going to be based in Texas. As we work to promote free expression, I think that it will help us build trust to do this work in places where there is less concern about the bias of our teams. Finally, we're going to work with President Trump to push back on governments around the world that are going after American companies and pushing to censor more. The US has the strongest constitutional protections for free expression in the world. Europe has an ever-increasing number of laws institutionalizing censorship and making it difficult to build anything innovative there. Latin American countries have secret courts that can order companies to quietly take things down. China has censored our apps from even working in the country. The only way that we can push back on this global trend is with the support of the US government. And that's why it's been so difficult over the past 4 years when even the US government has pushed for censorship. By going after us and other American companies, it has emboldened other governments to go even further. But now we have the opportunity to restore free expression, and I am excited to take it. It'll take time to get this right, and these are complex systems. They're never going to be perfect. There's also a lot of illegal stuff that we still need to work very hard to remove. But the bottom line is that after years of having our content moderation work focus primarily on removing content, it is time to focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our systems, and getting back to our roots about giving people voice. I'm looking forward to this next chapter. Stay good out there, and more to come soon.
I mean, sounds good. Now, there are going to be people like they did on X when Elon Musk went on ahead and took over X and about the freedom of speech. I wonder if there's people on Facebook right now that just want to test the waters by putting certain things out there and see if they're going to be fact checked or have an independent fact checker or something like that. Now, you guys heard me say earlier that there is some concerns because he said it's going to be that platform is going to be free speech globally. But it does not mean, ladies and gentlemen, that there are not going to be countries that don't believe in the American way of free speech. For example, the stupid UK. Yeah, you heard me say it. No, I'm gonna just say it real loud because the UK actually had the audacity to say that if Americans say stuff with our free speech while we're here about them and their stupid stuff that they got going on there, they'll come for us. And I love that Elon Musk said, what, you guys going to come with finger guns because we have real guns? Yeah. UK, I dare y'all try to come over to America and arrest us for us saying something about how stupid some of y'all policies are there. Just likewise, you guys can say stuff about our policy that you guys don't feel is fair and right either. You can call it stupid, dumb, whatever you want to. That's the beauty of freedom of speech. Let me not sit there and navigate away from the situation that's at hand, ladies and gentlemen. I just like to say right now, I think that is huge for Facebook Meta to do this because it's who we are as a country. You don't sit there and censor a group because it's going to hurt your feelings. All of you snow cone color hair, social justice warriors, sissified, baby back, entitled, boo-boo, little punks, be it male or female, they got pissed off about free speech to where I can believe that the Biden administration, even he admitted that the Biden administration had them just under. And I told you guys, a lot of times we put these people up in our minds and we think because they actually are super smart when it comes to a particular thing that they're talented in, that we think they're just smart overall with common sense. No, Mark Zuckerberg apparently got manipulated and played by the FBI, the CIA, along with the Biden administration. In fact, when Facebook first started coming out, I remember them going at it with Mark Zuckerberg. They wanted to buy Facebook from Mark Zuckerberg. It was a CIA's biggest baby. Facebook was. Still is. If they still would buy it if they could. But what this does, this levels the playing field. This allows those of you who get your feelings hurt real bad and you all sissified and babyfied, it allows you to suppress your opinions. It allows those of us whose feelings don't get hurt, who will speak the truth and tell the truth and say it regardless of whether it hurts your feelings or not. It allows us to say it. It's up to you, the listener. It's up to you who click to watch a video like this to waste your time listening to this if you know it's going to offend you. That's on you. All the cyberbullying. How do you get cyberbullied? Don't watch it. Don't click on it. I'm going to see what they're going to say about me. Let me see. I can't believe they said that. Come on now. I'm glad that he's doing this. And now I'm hoping and I'm praying that this also gets to YouTube, because YouTube is some of the worst stuff when it comes to freedom of speech. I mean, guys, I posted a video yesterday of YouTube saying that I use inappropriate language. You won't get me to cuss at all. YouTube allows you to say the most heinous cuss words after 7 seconds in the video. They allow you to say some of the most heinous cuss word, slurs, whatever like that. Music can have nigga in it and all this stuff like that. Like right now, they won't flag this video because I just said the word nigga. They won't, right? But they flagged me yesterday because I said people call me a Uncle T and they call me the COON. YouTube flagged me for that, said inappropriate words. Yeah, anyway, hopefully it makes its way to YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. But shout out to Facebook. Now that has happened, I really urge a lot of my followers and subscribers to definitely go and follow me on Facebook, because I will start, and today I will be posting almost all of my content on Facebook as well to see what happens there. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys all think. Do you think this is turn of a new leaf? Do you think this is about to be a huge explosion for Instagram? Do you think, for Instagram and Facebook, do you think this is also Mark Zuckerberg's way of being able to compete with X now? Because they thought that X is going to fail once Elon Musk allowed freedom of speech, but now they see that X is like the biggest place that people go for the news. Oh, Facebook know they want to try to get their hand in there and compete with it a little bit, huh? Don't worry, folks. I'm thinking YouTube is going to follow as well. Trump, get a hold of YouTube. FCC, get a hold of the new CEO of YouTube there. All right, y'all, let me know what y'all think of this by putting it in the comments below after this video. And do not forget to do what you see in that cloud right there, if you would, please. The next video that I will be doing in order would be up here. Old stuff there. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.